everyone, welcome to the stream. I'm glad to have you. Hi, Obi. Are you here to join us for Saturn's crime joyride? Hey, buddy. He's sitting in the chair next to me. Oh, now he's laying in the chair next to me. Oh, I want to rub your tummy. I gotta do stuff now. Alright, so we are on day 4 of our Saturn playthrough where we're going all loyal. Gosh, though, it does make me wonder how many different branches and things there are for this. Like how many different routes and things, you know, if you keep it balanced. Like logically there must be one for if you go each of the 3 quadrants, organizations. And then there's probably one for keeping them balanced. And then you gotta remember there's 3 characters. There's so much! I turned and looked to Obi as I said that. He just stared at me. With complete disinterest. Hi, Kelly! Alright, so last time we left off Deep Dive, and I think we already read this, didn't we? Yeah, because that's when she was wink. Go fast! Texting at the speed of sound! I probably didn't save after we read them. But now we've read it again, at warp speed. Let's check our mail. Special Counsel for the Prosecution of Dr. Nix. Nix' final resignation. Memorial Foundation Evidence Locker. In these moments, nothing is more painful than being patronized. But you couldn't even spare me that. I can't understand why you thought me to be that naive, though. I really did know. They thought a world where the children were together and free and could write their own future sounded wonderful. We didn't even get close for them to understand that's not what they wanted. I knew it from the start. I regret only that I didn't get further before they noticed. You are asking for my resignation, but there's nowhere else for me to go, and there's nowhere else for those children to go either. I won't let you have them, and I won't let you crush them back to their earthly shapes. What you are asking instead is for me to declare war, so I will do so. And we will see if Earth's tides are truly powerful enough to crush the new humanity you rejected. That's rad as hell. Isn't Nix another one of Saturn's moons? Somebody's moon. Pluto. It's one of Pluto's. I do have to think that the children are referring to like Neptune and Pluto, and the others that were at that trained at the facility. That's my suspicion, but we don't know for sure. Annual Academy student rating. Colony server force extraction. More Refination Space Academy archives. I won't rate them. They're still learning. Given this, Alameda is underperforming based on the expectations that you set out for her. I told you the projections were completely divorced from reality, repeatedly, for this very reason. The authority she may have wielded on Earth means nothing up here. I should add, because I know you will forget it as early as is convenient, that she is performing very highly compared to her peer group in specific areas that you seem to consider so highly. Yes, even compared to your Generation 1 aces. She has the potential to surpass them, so stop asking if she has surpassed the top one yet. I prefer to keep those two as separate as possible for interpersonal reasons. Halabine is too competitive and easily impressed to not make me worry about placing her in close contact with the other number 1 ace. Your attempts to put those two in the same room has not gone unnoticed by me. Do you just love drama, Ibidis, or is there Lapras, or is there something else you believe is more important than the health of our pilots? Man, I love this. Everyone taking cracks at him at Lapras. Memorial Foundation deploys a certain sniper to stop an escape, blah, 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 blah. No, go ahead. Take your time. We're not dying yet or anything. Look at these fancy colors back here. Let me know if the sound's too quiet. Oh no! Oh no, it disappeared! I clicked too many times! I got excited! You know, fighting officially on Ares is a lot less fun than I was promised it would be. It's real work, Saturn. I thought that's what all of that getting back on our good side was all about. They shouldn't have done such a good job hiding it in the oxygen ocean then. Or hiding in the oxygen ocean then? You could maybe stage an attack from the Olympus ruins, but not even Krail's Graces is fresh enough to defend them. Memorial Foundation is thorough enough to watch over it. Of course, only they would be that annoying. There's recent activity there, and they wanted an investigation. They're just being paranoid. That's a stupid plan, and they're only sending someone there to waste their time chancing we're dumb. Or baiting us. Would they really send their ace if that was the case? Ace case. Wait, that old Memorial Foundation warhorse you mean? Why did you tell me the most important part first? Coordinates! Now, please! Saturn, I really hope you're not actually... Yeah, I'm feeling like, you know... Command is right, actually. That area needs some really thorough investigation. Just to be sure. Like how quickly you changed your tone. What's with this sudden enthusiasm? It's really not... No, wait. It's exactly like you. When you said you fought off the Mary Christian pilot, what were you actually doing? I don't know what you're talking about, Mercury. I was so dutiful and brought this back in one piece, so that means I won. So don't worry about it. Why are you like this? Cedric gets no-scoped. Boom, headshot. But no, all loyal. Cedric came out to have a good time and is honestly feeling so attacked right now. Is basically the entire story of this route. I just came out here into space in this stolen ship to have a good time. Everyone's making a big deal about it. The balance shifts because Saturn moved and Lunaterra couldn't. 360 no scope! Yeah, I can't see Luna Terra really doing that. Got you. She does. Saturn is as good as already down. But so is Luna Terra. Got you too! Pure spite got Saturn this far, and it will get her even farther. She takes aim and fires. Luna Terra, perfectly still for the perfect shot, is perfectly unable to get out of the way in time. Saturn's string of pearls is laid out flat on her back, creaking and twitching, and Luna Terra's Mericrisium falls from her sniper spot like a burning star. Luna Terra wakes up first, but her flight unit is shot. It's hard to hide a ship that can't fly in a city, but the Mericrisium is full of unfair tricks. Shooting her down is just the beginning. You have to catch her next. Oh yeah, I was gonna look up how to pronounce that properly, but I didn't. That's alright with Saturn. She's at her best when everyone is in the dirt. When she wakes up, she's ready. She might be in worse shape than Luna Terra, but worse shape is her best. String of pearls skirts along the half-constructed city, with the shape of ruins and the pristine finish of plastic toys still in their boxes. Looking for the hole, Luna Terra nestled in and dodging her shots of protest. Rebirth took longer than I thought, but ready or not, here I come! Hey, hey! Come out, come out, come out! You almost got me the last time you poked your head out to shoot. Try again! Oh, come on! I'm not babbling to trick you or anything. I'm just having a great time here. I'd love it if you stopped making me feel like I'm just talking to myself. I can hear you just fine, Saturn. What? Isn't this exciting enough? I guess it's why you're the ace pilot. Oh, ace pilot LT. Mare Chrysium. Mare Chrysium? Mare. For a second I thought it was like Lieutenant, and I was confused. Lieutenant I guess that's why you're the ace pilot, LT. I need to have you on the ropes to taunt you and dodge at you at the same time. Mare Chrysium. I'm sorry I get tongue-tied so easily while reading this. If this was the sort of thing where I wasn't doing it live, I would probably make a really cool read of this, but I'll do my best. An ear-splitting crash. Impossible to tell which direction the shot came from. The cover around Saturn explodes. I'm an ace because I keep my priorities straight. That's not what I've heard. Oh, that's true. I always read things fast. Excuse me. Talk and read fast all the time. What have you heard? That keeping your priorities straight is a thing that you're the worst at. That is pretty much the most obvious weak point. Maybe they don't know what my priorities are. Is getting shot down by an idiot with no combat experience high on your priority list? The building next to Saturn explodes. Is missing all the time high on your priority list? You really are a brat. Is getting harassed constantly by flirtatious brats high on your priority list? You're really on your toes today. I can't hit you with anything. Yeah, I'm having fun too. What a mess. I don't know why I'm laughing about it. We're having so much fun. I'm glad you think so. It's a funny kind of date if you put it that way. If this fighting is just play fighting, then keep playing with me. You should be careful, though. You never know what I might try next. I got so many plans for dragging you out of the sun. Or dragging you out in the sun. Like what? Are they working on me? Of course! Stop underestimating me. I'm executing several plans as we speak. You're not at all ready, Lunatera. I'm not giving you any way out. Hey, actually. You're not going to at least give me a hint? I'm at a disadvantage here. You can't trick me into giving it all away. Well, maybe you're right. Maybe I should be generous and let you know just a hint. How about one plan? You're generous. You should know this, but winning isn't my highest priority. It won't mean that I'm easy, though. Hey, we do think alike, at least on the first half of that. If you love winning, the stalemate of this whole conflict would bore you to tears. All that's left in space are second-choice pilots who suck at things like winning, no matter how good they are. A little aid of the plan as a treat. I'm the second choice, but I'm the pilot here right now, and no one else would have thought of the plan I did. Oh, I'm a second choice too, or I wouldn't be here. It's that great a plan? Really? You? Oh, it's not a good plan. It's just that no one else would do it, because I'd have to be a freak to try and catch you on foot. A first choice would never be sent to space in the first place. That does sound like a crazy plan to me. What would you even do if you found me, assuming I'm standing still? I know it sounds like I'm showing off, but I couldn't beat you in a fair fight, so anything else is in my favor, right? Maybe it's the only way around that ghost ship of yours. Maybe it's the only way around that ghost ship of yours and how much of a genius you are. I can track any ship that I've hit once. I also have ways of being so hidden you could never find me. You're right. But you haven't used them. Maybe not. Mare Chrysium. Also, did you know that your Mare Chrysium has a manual bypass for opening the cockpit? Mare Chrysium. Gotta remember. I'm gonna write it down so I don't forget. There. Yes. Oh, good. But I'll knock anyway. A gentle hiss of pressure, and the cockpit opens. Knock, knock! Saturn's at the door. What's up? Hey, girl! Hey! Hi. You look a little different. Not nearly so smug. And you look a lot different. I remember you now. You're such a good girl. I never would have thought that was you. Now kiss! You're smiling, Lunatera. Did something good just happen? You must really trust me to come unarmed. Their priorities aren't straight at all. Why would I need to be? I win! I'd say I'm pretty dangerous just like this. You think of everything. Never mind, you do look infuriatingly smug for someone I just beat. Step away from the controls. Yeah, it's absolutely Knife Cat. Sure. I'm not laughing at you. I'm impressed. You know, even still, even in a fake fight you have no respect for. No one takes me even if you have no respect for. No one takes me this seriously. I'm the Memorial Foundation ace, but just by default, after the good ones left. So I don't mind losing to you, since you think I'm so cool. Lunaterra kneels by the controls, hands up. They're still in reach. Saturn climbs the open hatch. Wait, so what happened to your stealth ship? Did you just leave it chilling out there in space? No sudden movements, and I don't think you're cool. What do you want now? My ship? Me? They're both useless. I'll decide that. I don't need your ship out of commission. I'm going to be much cooler than you very soon, and then I'll beat your sort of fair and square. I'll beat you sort of fair and square. Maybe I should reprogram the ship to be absolutely sure. Yeah, dog! Yeah! Lunaterra whips her around so fast Saturn's pinned down in the cockpit seat before she could tell how it happened. Right? Thank God for all these really gay planets. Sorry, but touching there isn't allowed. So then where is touching allowed? You are absolutely much more dangerous without a gun. Hey girl, hey! Elsie's hand is on Saturn's collar and her other on Saturn's wrist. Saturn slips a free hand down LT's arm. So how about here? Alright, sorry. That's fine. And what about here? I won't stop you. You don't mind if I touch your face, but you won't let me touch your ship? Some places on the ship are fine. Some places on me are fine. Which do you want to know right now? Is this... Damn it. So how's unbuttoning my shirt going? It's harder than it looks at that angle with just one hand, huh? Just make out with me, you heinous bitch. Lunaterra had this idea, but instead she forgets it. She finds she's let her grip go slack and Saturn's nearly leapt out of the chair to kiss her. That thought is a little surprising, but her body made the right call, in the moment in between when she was too busy overthinking it. Saturn seems a little mad about that smug face Lunaterra is making, and bites Lunaterra's lip as they kiss. It doesn't encourage Lunaterra to stop being like that. This is absolutely insane. Are you kidding? What could possibly be a better use of your time? Sorry, I'll slow down. Don't tell me duty is why you're fighting out here, or else you would have stopped me before I opened the hatch. You're not just here for fun. You're not doing this just because there's no point and you're killing time before the war collapses one way or another. Obviously! I can be sure and still make out with you. Would it disappoint you if I wasn't? Oh, don't make that face. I could tell it would. That's good, though. I feel the same way. I wouldn't have let you flirt if that's just all you were. How can you be sure? Looks like I know something you don't. Even if it's just one thing. I'm always last to know. You always make it seem like you know what you're doing. I'm just acting on instinct. My body knows what to do. Then you should be asking her. She'll know just what to do. Ooh, a thing from Dr. Nix. September 12th, 1963. That's when the first and last artificial colony of the native sphere was completed, in a tranquil bowl of stable gravity at Lagrange point 5. As the front line against existential threats, a training facility for a generation of humans adapted to fight in space. As a colony environment with the life, gravity, and culture necessary for human beings to live, thrive, die, and be born. Kelly Day! With the hope that peace on earth would reign if we won this war in heaven. Without pressure, water boils off our tongues, and we dissolve into component parts. Without culture, we forget the shapes we're supposed to have and turn inside out into something else. Out of necessity, we created a pressurized environment, exerting enough gravitational pressure to maintain cohesion, all senses, in space, a ship self to ferry us through the world. They function only in places where the gravity of humans is too light to sustain existence. I like that, the gravity of humans. It was doomed from the start. Of course they were jealous of the humans the Earth no longer wanted, flying on zero-G wings. Dr. Nix, Executive Director, Memorial Foundation, Existential Expansion. July 29th, 1958. So that's like even earlier than the last message. That's when the Memorial Foundation International Executive Committee was granted international authority in the spirit of unified human peace and the verified precedence of an existential threat outside of the solar system to establish a cultural, military, and scientific response to existential threats. No longer confined to Earth. A growing native sphere where gravity reigns forever. Safety, research, and expansion. The three pillars of Memorial Foundation's space branch will protect Earth from without it as it has from within. It's a weird way to use without. Like, I get it, but it's weird. Free from the old world's gravity, it would be possible to advance science, art, and culture without constraint and join hands. All of Earth, finally unified. For Memorial Foundation, protecting humans from other humans through peace on Earth, and protecting humans from everything else through war in heaven, would fulfill both of our agendas simultaneously. We really foolishly decided we could do better. There are two errors to this approach. The first is that to do better in heaven is meaningless if it cannot be exported to Earth. The space program was never rejected by the surface. It simply did not have enough relevance to sustain interest. The second error is the intrinsic error of Memorial Foundation. The existential threat is intrinsic to humanity. You can fight it, but you cannot cut it out. The designation of alien is required by humans. We cannot trick an existential threat into a convenient manifestation. As it has always been, only humans can fulfill the criteria to be alien. Europa, Chief Officer, Memorial Foundation Existential Safety. January 2nd, 1980. That's when they blew up the Lagrange colony. As a reminder, the Lagrange colony was the last one set up for where they were doing the training and stuff. It's what Dr. Nix was talking about. It was a real shame. It was a green, wet, and very peaceful place, and now it's a very cold, green, wet, and very unsettling place. It's where we did a lot of legitimately incredible things, like create sustainable tidal reactors, new culture, experiment with human bodies and human development, manufactured self-sufficient alter egos for space exploration, and did everything other than successfully combat the unknowable existential threat. Earth and the Memorial Foundation surface considers that a failure, but in truth, they're just not trying hard enough. Through gravity, humans decide what is real and what is not. Humans cannot make whatever they imagine come true. Through imagining, humans chart out what is true. They invent, with human effort, what exists. If an existential threat doesn't exist, we just have to make one. But of course, it doesn't work like that. Nothing could be more difficult than creating something alien. Our only reference points are human, so the idea of something alien is unimaginable, because we cannot imagine outside of those terms. There's a certain degree of misunderstanding needed for humans to successfully classify something as alien. Before they blew it up, we got very close. Iapetus, Executive Director, Memorial Foundation Existential Research. Boss seems like a weird dude. Root core reformatting, 67%. Oh, OS root core. I'm waiting flight path. According to Seed, flight path is through former pilot training school, Lagrange Colony. Receiving new mission assignments. Error block from ship self side. Manual inject scan virus. Virus detected and deleted. You have new mission assignments. Colony. Reclaim tile reactor from Colony Core before Memorial Foundation. Colony. Prevent death of entire colony by Creedle's graces. Accept orders. Wow. Accepted! Normalizing convention or gravitational slingshot effect. Prepare for immediate launch to Lagrange Colony. Database leak. Heavy student research records. What did we get before? Oh, it's just the pilot candidate interviews. So this is Europa talking about Mercury. Hang on a second, guys. I'm gonna go take a medicine for my head. So it can be clearing up. My nasal spray isn't is like empty, so I'm just gonna take a pill and see if that does the trick. Oof. Did I set my headphones out? I don't know. I took them off out of habit, even though they're wireless. I didn't need to. Excuse me. MF Sociomechanics Research League, Iapetus. Nix, you fundamentally misunderstood the purpose of pursuing the dream of space. I never sought to correct you. After all of the great things you have accomplished are a result of that misunderstanding. You believed that your dream, so universally loved, was loved because we wanted it to become true. This was not the case, of course, even though I think the Memorial Foundation truly believed that they wanted the same as you. But as the tides of Earth turn, they realize in their own hearts that they are not the forefront of humanity's change, but slaves to its whims. To protect human culture means to always be at its beck and call, no matter what it becomes. And the dream is one of overwhelming power that will unlock the last mysteries and cement our authority forever. What your children achieved with freedom from gravity, we will have the power to determine on our own. I hope you can understand the depths of my gratitude to you for exploring these ideas, that they may one day belong to us. Ah! Of all those Generation 3 pilots, Mercury is far and away the one best suited to actually be a pilot, to the degree I'd be terrified of giving that position to any other one of Avedis' nightmare brats. So there's absolutely no chance that he'll be assigned, of course. He really is trying to maximize. What I want to impress, however, is that Mercury is still someone Avedis chose personally for the pilot role, when he served himself during the Cold War. When he served himself during the Cold War. Alongside the current second-tier candidate, Saturn. Mercury used to be a lot different, which is obvious. A lot of our pilots used to be a lot different, for reasons only space can explain. I think reducing it to Mercury's personal stake is as incomplete a reading as it would be for any of the other pilots in celestial mechanics. Some of them even know exactly what they're doing, Mercury most of all. I don't think he has petulant grudges against humanity. He's just very critical. Oh, I guess it's picking up where they left off last time. Don't make it sound like I hate following command any less than you. Don't worry. I would never doubt that. Hey, Mercury. He isn't holding a grudge, he just judges. Yeah, basically. Why are you still with Celestial Mechanics? Why are you? If you still are, that is. You're the one who could choose. Mercury. Oh, don't. If you hadn't hijacked String of Pearls, you'd be here with me, or here like me, waiting. To see if it's true that we can be what becomes after being human. I don't want that for you. So, is the implication that Mercury's gonna come but after being human? I certainly don't trust or believe in celestial mechanics or Ibidus, but wasn't that the worst part? Even after he decided we weren't good enough to be the chosen pilots, neither of us left. He knew we wouldn't leave because we already wanted it too much. Do you still want it more than anything else? I don't know. I know what I don't want, and it's to have nothing to show for it. Nothing to show for what? Coming to space, going to the academy, never having a chance to fight in the Cold War, not having a say either way, falling stupidly for the worst man alive. I'm counting on you, Saturn, to give me something better than just the same Earth we left. You never had to worry about that. I have only the highest ambitions for us. Those girls you're flirting with better have a decent future for us, is all that I'm saying. Sure, fine, okay. Only if it's a really good one. If nothing else, I'll make sure that he doesn't get the future he wanted. Ha! Any future but the future he wants is good. Give me and Ganymede a good place, there, wherever, and whenever it is. Becoming stars in deeper cuts. The Lagrange colony is an uninhabitable husk, but Cradle's Graces still clings to it, quite literally. Pluto's dream might collapse under its own weight, or crush Saturn under it. And then, in this garden district closest to the malfunctioning and broken tidal reactor that kept the colony together, time and space aren't quite right. It's the perfect place for a real fight. How deep under Luna Terra's skin do you think she can get? Which one do you want to do first? How many saves we got? Many saves! There's so many! Oh no, I didn't want to go back to my menu, I just want to go back to the mission thing. There we go. I suppose if there's no feelings one way or the other, I'll start with Pluto's. Oh yeah, the whole thing about recovering the colony. The whole colony? It's so refreshing to see surprise for once, Saturn. I'm soaking it in. Welcome back! Kelly, you missed some good lore stuff. And chats. I'm soaking it in. Ha ha ha, Mercury, but seriously? He wants me to stop Cradle's Graces from taking the entire colony out of Lagrange Point? Why? Why would they do that? Why would we care enough to stop them from trying? The colony should just rot. It's over. There's nothing left there. Cradle's Graces wants those memories to live again. We need to discard Earth completely and start something new. It's an anchor pulling us back home. The success of opening the gravity well on the moon will depend completely on how much is holding us down. Even weak gravity like that. That's more than just stopping her, then. You want me to destroy the colony. That's the mission, yes. Not that I'm not the greatest, but isn't that basically impossible for me? It's huge! There are smaller moons. Do your best, then. The less memories, the better. I like that, the idea of, gravity. That the idea of a memory being a gravity, something that holds you down, and creates gravity. It's true. I thought you didn't have any problems, that the colony should just rot. Ha! That's a funny joke. We both went through the same shit. Don't ask me that. Every happy memory is made retroactively disgusting by the sort of person Hippolytus turned out to be. I hate him so much! I will never get over how much. She seems pretty cheerful about that. Saturn. Yes, Mercury? Then why are you still pretending to be with Celestial Mechanics? Why are you doing this is the real question, Mercury. You know him like I do, so why are you still here? I apparently have enough power to destroy a colony, and I can ditch him whenever I want. Leave Celestial Mechanics. Take Ganymede. I'll protect you. I'll make sure there's a good future in the end. You absolutely will not be fine if I leave. Of course I don't trust him at all, but he gets what I want. Oh, but he wants what I want, excuse me. It's what you want, too. I can't trust him on anything else, but I could trust him on that. Even if he's just doing this for his own gain with some other agenda in mind, he's truly going to give us this. Ugh, disgusting. That's what I fell for, so stop reminding me. That's why I trust you too, of course. Even though I shouldn't. I know you won't accept anything less than what you want. If you can get even half of that, it'll be more than enough for me. Battle in physical space for the future. Battle in narrative space for each other. That sounds like the sort of thing that you would do that involves, smooching. For the future. Do it for Mercury. Pluto hesitates because she is not ready for this kind of fight, and Saturn is. The colony shines like a star until you're right on it. Then it looms, impossibly large. A translucent sphere, a drop of water suspended in space. Glistening beneath the drop of water, past the clouds that form in its crumbling artificial atmosphere, to the strange haze that seeps from beneath its crumbling streets, it's possible to make out the fading light of the colony's collapsing systems. A massive jewel, like a clean slice taken out of the earth, and floated in space until its gravity formed it into the tiniest planet. Even a tiny world is still a world. Who can touch this? Move it even by an inch. Much less move the earth by an inch. Luna drifts slowly in orbit around the colony, waiting. Even you don't know what to do sometimes, huh? I'm kind of stumped too, if I'm being honest, but sorry. Destroying it sounds way easier than whatever they're trying to make you do. Pretty. The string of pearls skates along the outer edges of the colony's ice and atmosphere. She's having fun. She's playing. For just a moment, Pluto wonders what she's doing here. Oh no, Saturn, I'm happy to see you, but I was hoping that I might be able to convince you to help me take it away. Oh yeah? What made you think that? For the same reason you thought you could convince me. 'Cause you like me? Or because you don't care for your side that much either? I care about all of us left here in space. It's amazing that you actually honestly do, but that's not what I asked, huh? There's a lot of ways to care about everyone up in space. Dragging a colony out of the Lagrange point yourself is one way to do it. There's another way to care for about everyone up in space. You could show it by destroying this place, too. Destroy it for the future! Destroy the past. You're saying that would free us from the past? But it won't make those memories go away. We're making something out of them, so that time and pain won't be wasted. This is important to me, and I'll fight for real over it. Don't look at me like that. You'll make me sad. You really don't need to be the one to tell me, because I already know I'm doing something super dumb. I wonder, what do you want, and why do you think you can get it from me? It's just going to be a fight. Is that what you're after? The string of pearls presses its heel into the ice of the colony's atmosphere. Yes, even more so now. Didn't they teach you about sunk cost fallacies in the academy? Memories should just be memories. That's why you kind of make me mad sometimes. I've been having this feeling you're going to do something way dumber and scarier than just fight me. Am I right? Because after I already said there wasn't anything you could do, after you were shaking and afraid from just being close enough to see me. It looks like I could trust you to come right back, no matter how much I try to warn you. And trust you to come back twice as much. You're wasted on protecting this pointless ball of scrap. Whoever is ordering you around has no idea what they're doing. You're so right. But I'm still not going to let you through. You're wasted on Cradle's graces in general. And the rest of humanity, too. Don't try to push my buttons like that. I won't think it's cute. It's a lot of work to be a human. I'm not trying to be cute, I mean it. It's more for some humans than for others. More for some humans than for others. You're not mad at the humans who got to be human for free? It's a privilege to be human. Have you forgotten why we're here? Because humans, who wanted to be more human, took the least human of us up here to see how much more human they could be. And now they want to throw you away after they learned everything they could from you. Don't you resent humanity? I do. What do you do when someone says you can't have something? Do you think you should work twice as hard until you earn it? I don't. I want to smash it until no one can have it. You know, you're just like Lunatera. Please don't say that. You're merciless. It's in a good way. Not even then. Don't get me wrong. It just oppresses me to see you wasted on all of them. You should be having fun. You know, I wish I could come here just for that. Just to have fun. Good! Have fun with me! I know you want to show me mercy, lab rat to lab rat. Mutant bitch to mutant bitch. That's not what we need though, is it? I want to see the you that's having nothing but fun. I'm still getting used to this body, but I think I could still surprise you with it. And you'd like that, right? Cutting loose with no gravity to tie you down. I think about that every day. It's so tempting. You've got to be gentle with the universe, you know, Saturn. Now that you're this strong, you've got to be careful. So much can go wrong. I'll make sure to be very careful with the universe you love. You don't have to hold back with me, though. Aren't I the only person you can go tide to tide with, holding nothing back? That's a big promise. I don't want to come off as full of myself, but I don't want you to underestimate me either. Plastic girl to plastic girl, I wouldn't patronize you like that. It's tempting, but I wonder if you're really ready. You wouldn't mind getting your shelf set broken and dragged back for the Kratos Grace's Dream Lab to do who knows what to? What, is that supposed to sound bad? You really are. Oh, fine. I'm going to start easy, okay? They flirted enough, so neither is in the mood to lie. So no holding back, a lie to others about how strong you are. And no mercy, a lie to yourself about how strong someone else is. When Pluto opens her arms wide enough for her gravity to condense, pull and tear through space, she's trusting Saturn to handle the pressure. She has faith Saturn will outdo her. Saturn meets Pluto's expectations with just a little bit of convulsing and shuddering. Then, she exceeds them by darting like a bullet, a little hot arrow of danger, and just as dangerous to the touch. Crown Makula is a big target, but Saturn isn't going to be lazy this time. This is the time to be precise, to throw everything in on the vector she's flying along, to not let Pluto's tidal forces budge her a millimeter, which is good because even then she only barely grazes Pluto. Pluto's faster than you could ever imagine. The universe moves away, bending to not hit her. With tides that say, oh, coming into orbit is fine, but no touching. That you have to work for. The universe moves away. What a cool mental image. Ooh. That Saturn dared anyway is very bold of her. The burn on Crown Magula where Saturn's light passed over Pluto stings only a little, but it was close. So Pluto takes her seriously and grabs a string of pearls by her tail, flings her into the colony's surface, and dives after her. God, for the colony's surface, this probably looks wild. Saturn is basking in the bounty of attention. It requires all of Pluto's gravitational forces to keep her contained. The string of pearls makes her feel like goo, like a cartoon, like a liquid, and with it she's as slippery and untouchable too. What is covering her, though? Others would shatter under the pressure, but string of pearls bulges and squishes. Pluto pulls and pushes, trying to force her into space that will sit still long enough so that she can deal with it. Saturn squeals in excitement, until she can stop giggling long enough to push Pluto off with the electric burn. Pluto can't help but laugh too. It's funny how much nothing is working even though she's trying as hard as she can. That makes her want to work as hard as she can. Lab-grown girls know. Fat-cultured girls know. Carefully indoctrinated, carefully raised, special gifted girls. They all know. Heroes want to hold us. But we don't need them at all. Rather than bandages and kindness, the sting of pressing wounds together is the medicine we need. No boy who wants to heal your wound is worth the one who will tell you that your wound is there. I can't believe it! Me neither. I really thought I'd actually be the one beating you. You didn't lie, though. You really could endure it. All of it. The colony is much worse for wear. Saturn shattered against it many, many times. Pluto broke across it a few times, too. It's shaking in the Lagrange point. You won even though you lost. I had a lot of fun. I wouldn't have been able to have it with anyone else. I'm glad I trusted you not to lose. Or trusted you to not lose. I told you. Good girl. I should have never doubted one of us. Thank you, thank you. We did our best, had the most fun we could have. When we get to the moon, don't forget. You could keep having fun just like this. If you let me show you the way. Ooh! We deep down. Got an orb. Saturn, I would love it. Just love it. Yeah? If you mess everything up this time. Is this reverse psychology? Did I really reduce you to that? I'm a little impressed by your persistence in nagging me, but now I'm feeling like I pushed you to the limit. Shut up. As always, I'm serious. Messing things up is literally the only thing in the world no one has ever needed to specifically tell me to do. And you keep yelling at me when I do! I've been looking into Iapetus's work on the Aversion Project. Oh. How much do you know? More than you know. Of course, it was always suspicious that Iapetus decided to support us. He was very insistent in his interest in taking humanity to the next stage. As if that is why any of us wanted to connect with the so-called existential threat. People who already had everything on Earth couldn't possibly understand. They just want even more for themselves. That's what I thought, too. Iapetus's plan is very attractive to certain factions of the Memorial Foundation. Certain factions of the Memorial Foundation really liked the days where humanity was united against the existential threat. Except aliens aren't real. Okay, they're an nth-dimension shadow cast by the gravitational impression of human culture in space-time. But that makes them a few shades sort of real, and much less dangerous than their cousins on Earth. And even those are so weak, kids with radios can take them out. Anyway, Pluto wiped them out. That was the whole plan. Since humanity doesn't care about them anymore, they never expect that we would find a way to avert our tidal reactors and become the aliens ourselves. The only alien is what is alien to us, and that's fundamentally humanity. We're aliens to ourselves. Excuse me. Kids with radios, you say? That which is human that humans are not. And Iapetus isn't going to give up everything he has for that. Get out of my face! Virus update! You think he's lying about wanting to? Oh, wait, you think he's lying about wanting to? I think he's lying to himself of wanting to. Or lying about himself wanting to. I think he's happy to let us complete the project and go home. Because he'll have exactly what he and the rest of humanity is longing for. A scapegoat. Someone to be an alien humanity could guiltlessly fight against. Ooh, cool! Yes. I'm fine with abandoning Earth. It hasn't given me anything. But not on his terms. Not ever. Don't worry, Mercury. I've got a plan. No matter what, it won't go his way. Ganymede intercept. Do not read, Saturn. Reach Information Officer Mercury. Let's just read this. I'm completely uninterested in communicating with Iapetus in any capacity that's not technical. I wonder who that's for! Clearly for me! I know my boundaries. But you are very nice to worry. I know you're not jealous because you do respect me. But don't make me worry. It's what I like about you. I know you worry for me, not about me. And I appreciate that. But I do want to clarify things so you stop asking me about it, even though it's cute and I do appreciate it. Really, I'm not just saying that. Please don't hear that in a passive-aggressive voice. But I've been meaning to ask this for a while. Is it okay that I believe in this? It's important to me that you understand that it's nothing to do with him. So, I worry that means you don't understand what it means to me. I don't believe humanity needs to be punished. I'm fine being human. But I think an important reminder is needed. Not alien in the sense of a foreign other that can bear all of our rage and hatred, but alien in the sense of casting our own features into relief. I think what we need, or what we see as a result, should shame us. But there are many things we need to see. You'll probably say you support me and believe in me. Thank you. But you'll also say that it means something to you too. And that's really why I love you. String of Pearls, Final Specifications. So is this something that was sent by Iapetus? This is not what we talked about, not by a mile. You know I don't actually have a moral compass that does not... You know I don't actually have a moral compass that does not revolve around what's cool. So coming from me, just know that it's my professional opinion that I'm not even sure this is cool anymore. Creating theoretical matter is not even hard under laboratory conditions, and in space it's easy to sustain it. But the creation of exotic matter like electrotoxins can get really not fun if you aren't careful. Hi, Joe! Since you hate fun, I already know that's not what you're after. And you don't have to level with me or anything, that's fine. Who's writing this? I love it. The people who made the ship self. But I do want you to know that this thing is basically designed to degenerate as quickly as possible. The reactor tends towards eversion, and that will require a pilot I really would not want to... The reactor tends towards eversion, and that would require a pilot I really would not want to meet, and a piloting style that no one should ever do. Eventually it's going to drag the pilot down, and that's going to be really weird and ugly unless they are immediately destroyed. Clearly you want that. I mean, you've said so. But if they're going to have so much fun, let me try to convince you that you should set a self-destruct in there. Maybe something cool will happen when she everts, and the ship self keeps her anchored in space-time to mess everything up. If it's not, don't you want a backup option? Everts. Maybe something cool will happen when she everts. Eversion. That's the whole goal of this project, is eversion. And Mercury's telling us not to do it. Don't do it! No, I mean, unless there was something in there that I'm, I've overlooked. We haven't figured out who it was supposed to be piloted by. We just know that Saturn knocked him out. I think that's the only thing we know about him. This place. You don't feel like saying home again? Oh, come on. Don't tell me you don't have any fond memories of the academy. I do, despite myself, and that's why I don't have any wish to see it like this. A ruined guard that only reminds us how weak the gravity of this whole venture really was compared to Earth. Not to mention it was all for something completely worthless, too. Wait, now you're grumbling about a mission? This is historic! The Lagrange reactor is just a hollow shell, and there's barely any advantage to have in getting it. This better be a trap to use you as a bait to get Memorial Foundation off our trail. Oh no, what a terrible trap to fall in! More flirting, I see. Is it unbearable? Yes, extremely. Are you really still getting nowhere with her? What are you talking about? I think you said you were going to crack her open and peel her shell, but I don't think you have. You don't know anything! Shh. Am I completely and utterly correct then? She's highly evasive. Point blank or sniper shot, I can't seem to hit her. Your type, I see. Shut up! I got the Academy's most notorious heartbreaker to look like an idiot at me. So I win, so shut up! She's even stupider than I thought she was. But she's not as stupid as me. Ugh, you're the one with your guts all over the place. Oh, just... fine. I'm frustrated, alright? But it's not because I'm not getting anywhere, because I even care. Alright. This time I'm done playing. Happy? If there's anything there, or if she's just mental all the way through, I'm going to find out. If she's that boring, I'll never forgive her. But I'm coming back with guts this time. So, do we betray? I kind of want to see what happens whenever Saturn everts. This one sounds like it's gonna get real hot and heavy. Alright, full oil. I hope we get to turn into some sort of spooky abomination out in space. A surprise attack isn't very sporting. Now, Mercury was the best qualified to be a pilot, but therefore he probably wasn't going to be a pilot because something Iapetus's preferences or whatever the heck. But Mercury is the most qualified of them, of the third generation pilot candidates. But he wasn't chosen. Neither he nor Saturn was chosen. That's why they were both benched, and why Saturn was so peeved. Don't be jealous just because I got mine off first. You got a wound on me and the Lagrange reactor shell. That not a good enough deal? No way! In fact, apologize! Hiding so I can't surprise you again is so unfair, Lunatera. Let me bully you some more. I'll pass. Are you sure? You sure you don't want to get bullied? See if you could find me first. You like cat and mouse games, don't you? Want to try it again? Oh, you like cat and mouse games, don't you? Want to try it again? I won't let you just play a game this time. Can you find me even when I'm serious? Then I'll get serious. Lunatera hides in the Garden District, the one part of the colony she has no memories of. Excuse me. The Garden District doesn't have any trees or flowers or plants. It's not that kind of garden. A garden for the children meant to inherit space. Not like Lunatera, who came in the first generation, teenagers too old and too molded by Earth's gravity to inherit the cosmos. The second generation was raised here, the light of the colony's center, the Lagrange child reactor Lunatera remembers like the sun, with the hope that they would grow freely in the lightest of gravity, free of Earth's weight. My arms. I just scooched myself sitting back up. I did push-ups yesterday and I feel it. Lunatera is the one holding the useless shell of that reactor now. Even broken and useless. LT doesn't feel comfortable holding it. It's an unpleasant, untrustworthy object, and it feels wrong to hold. It was made by people, but it doesn't seem like it was. It's a fake, but it's unsettlingly close to what celestial mechanics eventually intended it to be when they seized control of the reactor before the conflict broke out. Something not made by humans. If it's so useless, why don't you just give it back? You can tell what I'm thinking, huh? Or read between the lines, just like Pluto, but different. Something I still can't understand. You've been playing with her too, haven't you? I sure have! Jealous? Of which of us, though? Both. I could never read the story like you both. I'm straightforward. That's not even a little true! You're being way too stingy with the narration. Narration? You can't perceive space-time as a story? A narration spun out of the ambient gravity of humans, telling you about everything that is, if you can listen? You can't see how obviously your envy is bleeding out and everywhere, can you? Oh, you can't see how obviously your envy is bleeding out and everywhere, can you? Blue's hair sounds fake, but okay. I'm slipping, huh? Letting out more than I thought. But see why I'm jealous? I don't know anything about what you mean. I wish I could speak that language. Yeah, it's amazing. You should really be sad you don't speak it. I just had this absence. Your impression on the narrative is something like spilled whiteout, a gushing ocean of bleach, which is a pain in the ass for someone like us. You also have a habit of acting too fast to get caught up in the story, especially when it's not going your way. 3 times faster than the story knows what to do with. That's how you are different than Pluto. She would swell into the atmosphere, but you slowly bleed into the spaces between the lines. I could feel you seeping through, blurring the lines between one and the other. What is it you're after? Curious? Then stop hiding! The rain-slicked streets, are looking more and more the same. The weather is malfunctioning, and the moisture regulator is shot. And the failing gravity is doing strange things, playing strange tricks. Mare Chrysium's feet are wet. She's afraid. She's falling right into a trap that feels like it's in every direction at once. You can't trick me. Lunaterra dodges at the last second, or was never there. If Saturn bleeds into the narrative, then Lunaterra's trick is having a real habit of interrupting the story just when it's getting good. Good thing she'll never know how much Saturn and Pluto think she's cool. I have eyes too, Lunaterra. Don't think gravity alone is enough. Saturn swipes again. Lunaterra wouldn't be hit by such a thing, but she isn't ready for the dripping, sparkling neurolightning. She misjudges the distance, the insureness of gravity. Mare Chrysium sparks and bleeds from her left arm. Lunaterra swings her spear, crushes a string of pearls to the ground. It crumples, then darts away, lost in the mist. Saturn's worse off, but her machine will fix itself, and the poison in Mare Chrysium's systems is only getting worse. Neurolightning. You almost got me, but not quite. Is your game a little off today, Lunaterra? I thought you were going to be serious. You're going to have to do a lot better than that if you want to see me serious. You're misunderstanding? I'm going to cheat. You're the one who has to take this seriously. How's that arm feeling? Still sparking? Still gooey? Doesn't take that much, you know. Have you been cleaning your system regularly? What kind of fight are you looking for? Oh, one-sided fight, but you try your hardest and still lose. Looking for payback? What? No, who cares about that? It's for you. Because you love getting owned. You're never holding back. There's no way I could beat you. You're even stronger than any story anyone's told about you. You always win and no one touches you. If ship-sail fights were life and death, that'd make you a genius. But they're not. They're made in the image of plastic toys to fight like plastic toys. So that makes you an idiot for not playing along and being honest. You'll save a lot of time if you give in and say I'm right now. If you beat me for real, that'll be all the answer you need. Stoic to the last, but that's great. Your holding out on me is actually kind of delicious. When's the story going to tell me what's happening? When are you going to let me hear all about the static in your joints, the trembling in your mask, your slackening grip? I'm on the edge of my seat waiting to know. Lunaterra knows that it's true. Saturn can't sense where she is at all, but she knows immediately that Lunaterra knows she knows. Tell me all about that, and I promise, without any hate or fear, I'll listen. You don't believe me, but I promise. I promise I won't laugh or hurt you. I can't see you, so you can escape if you want. I'll let you keep that little ball even, and the poison will wear off. But I want to see. Do you want to show me? The Mare Chrysium crashes to the ground, skids along the wet streets of the colony. Her legs give out, and her arms are too weak to catch her fall. A string of pearls lands gently. Surprisingly. But that's what these ships were meant to do. They're meant to land gently. Even the electrotoxins are tingly, not painful, in a warm, numbing sort of way, like clicking a battery with every part of your body. Right? It's cool. There's no way that Lunatera can stand up. As soon as she lets it all in, she falls in a mess, totally defeated. Oh wow, you really did it! You got so quiet. You're so well trained. You're the big strong ace, but you shut down so quickly. You really can't deal with me at all. Why is that? Didn't you say you weren't going to bully me? I'm showing all possible restraint. You really did make it hard. I thought you were kind of cool. You really acted like you knew what you were doing, even though you were so scared. Leave me alone. Oh no, baby, but you love this? You're looking forward to it. I could see right through you. These ships are meant to touch. If you never lose, you never let anyone in. Thinking of this as losing it at all is actually kind of sad. So I guess it wasn't gonna get hot and heavy after all. I mean, it might still, but it sounds like it's more going the route of some sort of like deep discussion and a fight of the mind. You want to get this all up and drag me home? Are you really sure? Lunatera, you really ought to not lie to me so much. This smug, untouchable Lunatera that I used to hate, she's so boring. But the you that you don't want anyone else to see, that's a much better you. That's the you I want to see. Oh, it might be where it's repairing itself. Lunatera is conscious of her own breath, of the unconscious pulsing rhythm of her ship self, which trembles, and not just from the electrotoxins. She really can't move in any sort of effective way, but what she's feeling isn't fear, or even helplessness. It's anticipation. If she thought that she trusted Saturn as much as anyone else, not at all. Now that she has no choice, she's surprised. She trusts Saturn so much, even knowing exactly what she wants to do. Saturn plucks the broken reactor out of Mari Chrysium's hands and tosses it away like trash. And I will. Now that I had the power to peel your skin off and see it. I'm really happy. I never thought I'd finally get to see you like this, even though you're letting me. Little secrets just for me, that the narration will never tell. For you only. So only I get to see you twitching and helpless? No one else knows? Not telling. But it's just for you, so keep it ambiguous. Got it. I could be straddling you and pinning you. That's certainly possible, but not for certain. I'm not saying anything definite. You got it. Thank you. I've got my pride. Yeah, your pride? Tell me about that. It's worth a lot to me. Then I'm worth even more, right? It's January 30th. Oh, snap! That makes the second time we've had it A string line up with the date of one of these letters. It's January 31st, 1981, and the day is almost here. The deadline to save everyone who came up to space with us, fought with us, tried to bring everyone up with us. If we shut down the lunar gravity well, there won't be any choice left. The power that keeps our ship selves in check will fall apart, and we won't have anywhere else to go but home. If we kill the dream, no one will die. We really, really hope that's true. No one should die in space. No one should die, period. No one has to die because ship self-combat is shimmering missiles of light, cosmic explosions, electricity that sears through the soul. Blade science is impossible for the human to produce. Dances of combat without end. A fight against ideas with toys. Humans would never show that sort of compassion to each other. Earth's answer is a single atomic particle fired at near light speed directly into the cockpit core. A true weapon from a military force. The quickest, most efficient, instantaneous, unavoidable way to kill a human. The most boring possible way to possibly die. No drama, no meaning, just nothing. It's January 30th, 1981. In the end, they might get everything they want, in the way that no one wants. If we open up the lunar gravity well, then we can establish forever another Earth, and maybe another. We can inhabit the whole system, but that will cut humanity into two, and more. The distance will be so much further. Everything we'll have will be even farther from them. How much are we going to lose? How much will we never be able to give them? The moon is very close to being part of Earth. It's full of life, and humans live here now, or can live here now. It feels impossible, and I don't want to give it up. We should break it off forever, shouldn't we? All I want is to stitch these two humanities together. But if one of us dies as a result, I will fight forever to keep that precious thing alive. Pluto, Princess of Cradle's Graces. It's January 30th, 1981. They don't name it because naming it gives it power, but not naming it gives it more. It must be in every corner, behind every door, far, far away in the spaces between stars. It is defined and categorized in every human culture, and it is deliberately omitted from explicit naming conventions by Memorial Foundation in favor of a euphemism less captivating to the imagination, such as existential threat, rather than a specific word that would stimulate the imagination. But a trick like this will not work. And the euphemism is a hollow void that can hold all fears and all possibilities. Through gravity, humans decide what is real and what is not. But what is not does not stop existing. And it, like humans, can decide. It's the kiss of inverse, everything that humans can't imagine but can't become. The shortcut to attaining it is to forsake everything that humans already are. If a bunch of idiots get tricked into going there, it would make a very convenient enemy for Earth. That's their real fear. Before that happens, I will tell you a little secret. Ready? Saturn. Celestial Mechanics Test Pilot. Route installation complete. New OS in operation. Celestial Mechanics fleet collecting in the orbit of Earth's moon. Request for assistance received. Ignore. Awaiting manual input of mission parameters. Assist Cradle's Graces and Celestial Mechanics with the opening of the gravity well and shifting gravitational constants to make conflict with Earth possible. Mission created. Get in as much trouble with Memorial Foundation ace. Mission created. Calculating gravitational slingshot data from Surfer Hat. Ready for launch? Prepare for immediate launch to Earth's moon. guys. I really want to keep going, but I feel so tired. Excuse me. So let's do more on Saturday. Oh, cool. I didn't know you knew how to knit, Maury. That's cool. I couldn't pick up on knitting when I tried it. I was able to crochet a little, but I'd be interested in trying both again. Let's all get some good sleep and meet back here on Saturday for more space. Please take care and have a great evening and tomorrow.